Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today's an exciting day for me because I'm going to be getting all these parts put back in my OBS dually. We got a lot going on this week, so these parts got to come off this rack. We got some Cerakote stuff to still shoot for Juan's truck. We got some Cerakote stuff to shoot for Aaron Reed's truck, and possibly some Cerakote to shoot for my truck this week, along with the Cadillac to get painted and lots of other stuff. So stay tuned. Let's get this video rolling.
How's it going, everybody? We're over at Tray 5 today. We're assembling the front grill on Larry's truck, and we're at Tray 5. They're fabricators, so that's why it's so loud in here.
So maybe if I talk like this, it'll be better, but
like we said, this is a working shop. We can't halt everything for YouTube, but we got the grill insert, the grill. I have the brackets that hold the grill on. They go to the fender, and if you look, the fender's painted, so we have felt. And I'm going to put felt between the fender in this bracket, so if we ever have to take it off, all that paint will be beautiful, no scratches, no marks, nothing. So it's an extra step we take with pretty much all the assembly, and I think it doesn't take that much time, and I think it's really worth it. So
Alright, so we got our Cadillac here in the booth. We don't normally do stuff like this, so I figured I'd just show you real quick. It's just a real simple repair. The bumper has a separation here, so we're able to mask it there without detrimming the entire bumper. So that's exactly what we're going to do. A little spot prime here had a little scuff, and then obviously we pulled the side molding off there. We'll shoot that off the truck. But it's ready to rock and roll. Dylan's still at the booth, so I'm going to go make up some color and get in here and knock this out. Okay, so after looking up the color and chip checking it, I've determined, well, one, that it's 8555 Chevy black, but that it's the prime variant between the three that I have here in my chip deck. So I'm going to make up the color. I already checked to make sure I have all the toners. We already got it all masked up and ready to go in the booth and cleaned. So I'm going to make up the color and get in there and knock that out. So, of course, I know you guys want to see another epic paint mix. We'll see what we can do with this one. Man, I am pumped. What a good Monday this has been so far. Got all the doors on the dually. As you can see, we got a perfect match. I was definitely stressing a little bit, but I did everything the same on the cab that I did on the doors, that I did on the fenders, I did on the hood. So yeah, in theory, you'd think everything would match, but the paint actually laid down really, really nice, and I figured that was gonna be my trade-off for the color not matching, but actually it matches pretty good. I'm definitely stoked, so I'm gonna definitely move forward with getting this thing back together and start getting it sanded and buffed. Okay, so I hope this is going to be the last run of parts to Cerakote for Or1. Every time I turn around, there's more and more stuff we keep getting handed for this SEMA Cerakote chassis job, but this should be the last of it, Juan, I think, unless you want to send us down a pair of sneakers or a hat or something, but I think this is pretty much it. So this stuff is ready to rock. Tomorrow, when the Escalade gets out of the booth, we'll set the stuff up in there and get it coated. So speaking of Cerakote, more stuff here to Cerakote. This stuff is for Aaron Reed's truck we did a while back. Nothing major, we're just doing the strips for the bed. I think a bronze color, but now that we know how to do Cerakote, hopefully we'll be able to do a lot more of it. So this is just a start of hopefully doing this stuff in the future. But yeah, hopefully we can get this stuff also done tomorrow. Because like I mentioned, I purchased some Cerakote for my dually. My son got a bunch of parts for that ready today. So, and he's playing with his boobs in the background. My son got a bunch of parts ready for that today, so hopefully we can get that stuff coated tomorrow as well. All right, we got the Cadillac here, repainted last night. Dylan's gonna get it all unmasked, get it put back together. We'll give the customer a call, get him down here to come pick it up. That's really it.
Really it.
That's really all it had to be. It didn't even really have to be that if it didn't want to be. Didn't have to be, but we had to be. Looks good. Looks like it was never wrecked.
Got Manny's C5 again today. Put the tailgate strikers in and we kind of...
K5!
No, it's a C5, two-wheel drive. I put the strikers in and we kind of found a big problem that the strikers didn't even touch until I put at least a ½ inch of shims. And normally we would maybe use like a couple millimeters or centimeters maybe, where a ½ inch is like a big deal. So there's something screwed up with these two pillars. I can see that there's a gap between the quarters. There's spot welds in there, so what I'm probably gonna do, remove the spot welds, pull them in, re-weld them, so we don't have a million shims, because I would have to make like a plate or something, and then the amount of time it's gonna take me to make a plate, I can actually fix the real problem instead of putting something over the other problem. so it doesn't shut very good, but we'll fix that. We got the smooth top on that we showed in the last few videos. I stripped all the black paint off, did some fiberglass work, so we want to see how it fits. It's not bolted on yet, I just have it on there. In the morning, we'll get all the bolts in, make sure it lines up. I put the taillights in today, and they're not on now because they weren't even close to fitting. They're pretty far off, so I got to figure out what's going on there because they're nice United Pacific lights, so we want to make sure they work. So might have to do some work to the metal in here, make sure they work. So over on this side, our top trim fits pretty good. The bottom, I did have the tailgate trim on. I have it off now just so it doesn't get damaged. This was not in line. It was much higher and it's not straight, it swoops up. So I pulled the trim off, realized there's a whole bunch of filler in there. There's a hole here that the screw goes in, which knowing that it doesn't line up, I'm gonna have to weld that hole shut and drill another hole. So I wanna say, if there's any filler there, I don't want that. Stripped all the filler off, just this area. I used a slide hammer, some different hammers and dollies, and move the quarter out so it's in line, so I won't need very little minimal filler just to get rid of our small highs and lows, but not to actually bring it out to the gate. And it was very low in here, so I was able to hammer out the quarter so it fits the trim nice. So as we're doing body work, we'll fit this trim again. And there's a second hole here where there's a threaded nut that holds the trim on. I'm gonna actually have to move that up because if I move the whole trim up, it makes this line much smoother instead of kind of a ramp. So, and that's really important on the trim. All the trim needs to be straight and congruent with all the other trims. So that's what I did today. Tomorrow, I already started prepping it on that side. I'm gonna weld up all the unneeded holes in the wheel well. We do need some holes for the wheel trim, but I already put the wheel trim on, marked the holes I need, and mark what has to go. So we'll do that tomorrow.
Okay, let's go over here. All right, Victor's nervous, so we're gonna do this interview for him. So what are we doing?
The top piece is ready.
Okay.
The dash is only
Pinholes and stuff?
Pinholes.
Looks like you already bladed pinholes, right?
yeah.
Okay.
It's ready for just sand and that's
Okay.
it.
And then we got these little spots here, right?
Yeah, that'll be done.
Okay.
Tomorrow.
And then you're just gonna finish scuffing where we're gonna prime to?
Yeah.
So you're really, really close in here.
Oh yeah. Pretty
Okay.
much. It's pretty much done.
Okay.
But yeah. Tomorrow.
So maybe another, I'm guessing another hour or two, maybe just clean up and doing these little things in here. Is that what you're
Yeah.
thinking?
Yeah, like
A couple hours? Okay. So after that, then you're gonna get the hood, make sure the hood fits the cowl right? So we're happy with that.
Yeah.
Then once that's done, then we're gonna take hood, doors, fenders off,
Yeah.
and then we'll take that stuff and get it primed.
So we can do the line.
You gotta do the lines right in here?
Cut the line.
Okay. So I would say, since tomorrow's Wednesday, I would almost say maybe you focus on, like we were talking earlier, focus on this stuff first before you jump back in here. Because even 2 hours, if 2 hours means me getting this stuff primed tomorrow,
Yeah.
you'll have all day Thursday to finalize, and then we'll just have to get this thing in the booth and get it primed.
Yeah, we can leave that to the last.
Yeah, I think that's a smart thing. Yep.
Start working the front.
Yeah, finalize all this stuff up here, and then we'll get this stuff off. And then once we're priming all this stuff, then you can do these and the grill.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. That's the plan. So then I guess you're done for the night, huh?
Yeah.
All right. We'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah. Tomorrow.
So you guys heard that. Tomorrow we're going to be pulling hopefully the front end off the truck. Right, Victor? Front end's coming off?
Yeah.
Okay, so tomorrow we're going to pull the front end off the truck after he gets the hood and the cowl fit perfectly. He's got a little bit of cleanup out there to do, and then we're going to get those parts set up and ready to mask and prime. And while we're doing that, then he can finalize the inside of the cab. We're going to try to use our time to our advantage and focus on getting the parts primed tomorrow, and then focus on getting the cab primed on Thursday. That's our goal, so hopefully we can make that happen. Let's go take a look in the booth. I sprayed some Cerakote earlier, 3 different colors. Let's go see what that stuff is. So like I just mentioned, I just got done spraying all 3 of these colors. This is for my OBS dually, just trying to clean it up underneath the hood. So after I shoot those inside panels, everything under the hood kind of goes away, almost like a new car. That's been my plan the whole time. Nothing really standing out, everything kind of blacked out. So it's just clean and simple, and you look right past it and look at everything else on the truck, like the shiny primer, right, Jeremy? Anyway, back here, these are for Aaron Reed. Reed or Rabbit, whatever you want to call him, on Instagram. But these are for his truck we did a while back. Jeremy decided, or he decided, I'm not sure who decided, but they wanted the rails Cerakoted in this color to to look better. So we got those handles today. And all this stuff is for Juan. And I'm pretty sure, Juan, we're done Cerakote and all your stuff. So they'll have all this stuff back tomorrow. Then they can get that thing finalized and get it off to Rev B for him to do whatever he has to do before it heads to the SEMA show. Let's go back out here. I forgot to mention we have a new arrival from Tim. And let's go take a look at that. Actually from Tray 5 and Tim. Let's go take a look at that. Okay, so this C10 bed here belongs to Tim Martinez. This one just came over from Tray 5 as well. Really cool storage containers. I love the rear end that they welded on this thing, the wing and all that stuff. This one's gonna be really, really cool. It's over here right now because we are going to get all the E-coat stripped and get all the surface rust and grime and contaminants off this thing and get it put into epoxy primer. And then we'll just send it right on back over there and they'll continue on with the rest of the truck. But we want to get a head start on all that before it becomes really bad and starts to really get rusty and cost him more money than needed to get this thing cleaned up and get it put into epoxy. So that'll be something we'll be starting here pretty soon, maybe tomorrow or the next day. Maybe we'll just do the inside first and then work our way on the outside. I'm not sure yet. We'll get together with the guys and get a game plan. It's just a lot of metal to flash rust to prep and do it once. So I'd rather do sections at a time if it means doing a better job, but I'll get with the guys and we'll figure out what the best plan of attack is for this. Manny's truck, Dylan has kind of briefed you on what's going on with that. So we'll be seeing him at the end of the week and we'll go over some things with him and get a good game plan as what we're gonna do with the next, moving forward with that truck. Larry's bed is almost all in 600 grit. Let's take a walk over there and check that out. Okay, so just a quick look here at Larry's bed. You can see it's sanded, obviously. It's sanded with 600 grit inside and outside. Definitely a serious commitment here from Taylor, from us here to make this thing really, really nice. But this is what it takes to do an award-winning custom paint job. You got to sand every single inch that you paint and make sure that it is as flawless as you possibly can get it. So the plan here would be 600 grit, then 800 grit, and chase it all the way up to 3000. And then he will buff it. Most likely break out every single buffer we own, trying to get into all these edges and corners. It's going to be fun, but the end result will be definitely worth the effort it will take to make this look good. Hopefully by the end of the week, he'll be at least graduated through the 800 grit stage. It is still a lot of work to do ahead of it, so it's going to be what it's going to be, but this is the last bit before we bedline the bottom, and then we'll pretty much be on the home stretch with this truck. Oh, we got the tailgate still to do as well. So we're making progress, hopefully in the next couple of weeks. I mean, we don't have a choice to have much more time than that, but hopefully in the next couple of weeks we'll have this truck completely polished out and ready to go next door after the bedliner. So stay tuned for that one. Victor's truck hanging out, taking a nap for a minute. We'll be back on that thing shortly. A lot going on around here. We'll see you guys at the end of the week. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll see you in the next video.